need your help, I need your love. Now the distance has come and the time has come. Though we can, but we gotta go alone. If I could, I'd bring those golden times back again. If I could, I'd sing you a love song that never ends. But I'm helpless, helpless, helpless to be with you. Helpless, helpless to forget you. Helpless, helpless, helpless. Thank you.
It's up to you, Shyam. We all love you.
Thank you very much. I tell you, when you come over, they call me again.
Inimitable Shyam Arora. We're going to be coming on to the last section tonight, which is my good self and my band. Always wanted to say that. I think I'm going to call them the Fluffy Kittens. The Fluffy Kittens from the hell. So they're going to set up and do what musicians do and get some drinking. Then we're just going to go for about 10 minutes more, do this, and then you can have some fun. Some old material of mine which we kind of got together and thought, how can we make it better? And there are a lot of ways, but one of them was to get musicians who were so loud and so good that you couldn't actually hear the words. So the first, I don't know if it's a song or if it's a poem, there used to be a poem, it's called Writing on the Wall.
It's nice.
Nobody knew her name because nobody asked. She'd always be there with an iced gin and a smoker's cough and her nails bitten right down. She'd laugh when we laughed, but mostly just nodded and smiled, and we'd leave and she'd stay, and no one would talk of her, and no one would notice if she never came again, or if she'd never come at all. In the summer when the rains had stopped and the forests were dry and tindered, and the sparks from the sun felt like they would never dampen and die, I saw her by the river, sitting under a tree, reading from the biggest book I'd ever seen. Her hair was pushed back with a band of some kind, and she was smiling with secrets from the pages she turned with painted red nails. She didn't see me there that time by the river, but for once I saw her.
Talk to me, man. Tell her like it is.
Would flow, boy, would they flow. Great rivers of sneers and pouts and squinting anger. The booze and the heat and the bouncing of friends and the chimes and the digs and the burning bush full of letdowns. And I threatened to leave her and she threatened to let me. And I threatened to sleep on the couch and she said I could do whatever the fuck I wanted to do. The makeup fuck stopped when we got too drunk to cut the anger again. I'd sprawl on the bed with her relaxing in the bath, and I'd stare at the wall thinking she was too. And in those moments of lost and found, you couldn't be sure which way it would go. To go back to how it was, or to move on to how it would be. A doe-eyed bear balanced on a rusty drum, waiting for the man with a stick to prod and tease and test. And then she'd come out and watch her drive those long white legs that used to dance.
Yeah,
Thank you. Introducing Rob from over the way. He was a short ass from Newcastle with a temper so bad you could hang your hat on it. His bar was a dive and he always opened for the football crowds and the stag nights and the winos and the kids. He tried to get me to work for him instead of me running my own bar within the year. Bought it, and I never bought him a drink, and I never bought a damn thing in that dive of a bar. Landlords quickly tire of the freeloaders and the bums who make their home in their bar. But not Rob, oh no, he loved it. Rob, from the hit bar, from the rival bar. Rob, the short ass from Newcastle, with the roughest, toughest pub in town. The guy who grabbed my cock at the urinal, then turned around and told me he was only joking. His friend Big Justin was a big, big man who was big, big fun, but would wear his chins with no trace of a beard. He drank only Coke, but would buy his beers and lend us cash before the end of the month, knowing he would never see it again. One night Justin gave me a lift home and pulled over for a chat. He started crying and told me he'd never been with a girl. I liked Justin, but not enough to know what to say or to offer my arm or to even speak to him ever again. Stevenson on guitar. The best band in Chiang. This last one is called Sammy the Sikh. Sikh had killed a man and done a stretch in jail. They said he came home one night and found a man fucking his wife on the kitchen floor. Now Sammy strolled around town, bold as a man with a notch in his gun, a shark's tooth hanging from his hairy neck and spittle from his graying beard. He ordered a half a Guinness every day in every bar in town, making the rounds with a tiller of a Russian gambling machine. They'd crack the jokes and talk to every woman who came near, on first name terms with the bouncers and the barman and the police. Tiller would get so drunk he couldn't remember where he placed his bets for the races at Doncaster, Leopardstown, Aintree, New York. Sammy would tell him to calm the hell down. as he never won anyway. And then, before they left, he'd flash those murderous teeth. Thank you very much, that's all.
Let's give it up for Mark.
Thanks very much for coming on Spoken Word. The next event's on the 6th, where the featured rider is going to be James Farrell. And we're going to hand over to live music pretty soon. Thank you.